Well, welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. We're glad to have you on this Friday. And we have Sean and Amy Kenny with us from Illuminated Productions. As you know, this is the home of Sundance Film Festival, so we have a lot of amazing filmmakers around the area. And they are indie filmmakers. So welcome to the show.
Thanks.
Glad to have you guys. So tell me, Illuminated Productions, you spell it a little bit differently. You've got 8 in it. Tell us what the 8 means, Amy.
Well, the 8 was just a way to differentiate. It started out as an email address, actually, like 10 years ago, and it just kind of has.
Okay, I thought it had a bigger meaning. I thought.
Well, illuminated, because I love the word illuminated, because it means full light.
Right.
And it just was a different alternation on the spelling. You know, people have interesting license plates or
now, see,
whatever.
I thought it went with that when she wrote this first movie that she had 8 kids, and you're going,
no.
Okay, how did you marry a superwoman that can find time to write a movie, and you guys do this whole production together, and you've got 8 kids?
Oh, well, 9. No, I didn't know that we would ever have that many kids. We were really surprised and blessed with lots of kids, and so no, it had nothing to do with the number 8 kids, because now there's 9, and there was no plan on the number. So.
Gotcha. So Sean, tell us, how did you guys decide to get into movie making? Where did that whole idea come from?
Well, it kind of came from Amy. She's been a writer for a long time, and it was just a way for to reach a bigger audience, basically. So it's just. And
what kind of films are you guys drawn to? Some people like to do sci-fi or like to do drama or comedy, and so what kind of path are you guys taking with your filmmaking?
Inspired, truth. I really like things that are true and that they're inspiring. Really, the whole purpose behind them is to really educate, inspire, and unite people. Well, that's the mission.
I like that. Your first movie was Stand Strong, right? And you did that, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah. It was, we filmed it in August of 2009, and it was the first movie, obviously, we've ever made. It took us some time to navigate what to do with it once it was in the can, and it's now will be released on October 4th.
Congratulations.
This year, so.
I know that's a big accomplishment. So tell us a little bit about Stand Strong.
Go ahead, Amy.
Okay.
Stand Strong is a story of a family who is kind of representative of a lot of situations in our culture right now. Who, people who are working and may lose a job or have their life circumstances change, and the financial changes that happen with those kind of life changes.
What we see going on all around us these days.
It can be devastating in terms of losing security, house, cars, lifestyle, and
all the stuff we have in
all the
life,
stuff.
Huh?
And the lead character in this has this happen, is faced with the challenge of losing everything, and what will they do? Will they stand strong?
What's really
or
important?
Fall. Yeah.
Gotcha. So Stand Strong. So Michael, can we take a look at the Stand Strong trailer so we can show folks what their first indie film looked like? So, all right, here we go.
Ellen, can you paint those little Shasta daisies on?
Look at that.
That was awesome. This is what I'm doing all summer.
I know, I love the food here. Oh, and they cater my parties, too.
There's no reason to do that. I said I mailed it in.
Declined. Do you have any idea how humiliating it is to get declined?
Well, Tara, obviously we're over the limit.
What are you doing?
I told you we had to stop spending.
No, you said we had to cut back.
I can't keep bailing you out.
But Mom, it's not my fault. It's the economy. Everybody's hurting right now.
What other options are there? Foreclosure?
You need to ask God's guidance for your family.
What I need is money.
I'm sorry, son. You're on your own.
I need to know if your offer to help still stands. We just need a place to stay for a little while till I can get back on my feet.
I'm so embarrassed to be here. My friends won't even drive out here to pick me up.
Do you hear this, Matt? We hate it here.
Do you know what I hear? Ungrateful, spoiled brats. Don't you guys get it? Our lives have changed.
Stand strong as our world is fading. Stand strong in Christ. Our foundation stands strong even
Wow, that's really powerful. You know, what gets me at the end is that music. That just puts tears in my eyes. That's really powerful music that goes with that message of, you know, having everything, the toys, the lifestyle, you know, and then just waking up one day and going, you know what, we can't afford all these worldly things, and, you know, our life's going to change. And it's painful sometimes.
Yeah, and then coming to what's really important. And what's really important always in the end is when you are faced with thinking about what is important in life, are you going to end life thinking, wow, I made all these accomplishments and I have all this money or I have all these things, or was it my family? What was the thing that really stood out as a life achievement?
You're
And
not
I
going to
think,
remember the stuff.
Yeah,
You're going to remember the family
is, yeah, and that's
and
kind of the point of the
memories,
movie. This is
the
like-
experiences.
So,
Wow.
yeah.
So that was your first one, Stand Strong, that
Yeah.
you produced a couple years ago, coming out in the fall. And is that going to come out in theaters or DVD?
Right now, it'll be released on DVD, and it'll probably go television and some of the online streaming venues. That,
in the U.S., internationally?
yeah, it's looking to go. It's U.S. for sure, and right now in negotiations about internationally. So
Terrific.
definitely you can check it out. Watch for release on October 4th. So
October 4th, the big release for Stand Strong. So you just produced another movie, right, in May. And so Sean, tell us about that one.
Yeah, we just finished that one up. We just actually got a rough edit done.
That one's called Uphill Battle,
That one's called
right?
Uphill Battle. Yeah, we just actually watched the rough cut of that, so we're kind of working
Exciting.
towards finishing that one up. So.
Wonderful. And Uphill Battle is about what, Amy?
it's a story of a single mother raising two teens after kind of a harrowing divorce due to her husband's infidelity and living the family. And the movie kind of focuses on a more serious topic. It's about pornography and pornography addiction. So.
Yeah, that's definitely a challenge to kind of portray.
Yeah,
you
but
know,
it is again another kind of
big
a
issue that a
cultural
lot of
issue
people
of our
are
time.
facing that
So,
nobody wants to talk about.
Yeah.
So you've decided to take it, you know, and really go for it and bring it to light.
yeah.
Nice.
It is inspiring. It is a message of hope, though. You know, it's not going to be like a downer drag of a story, but it's like, yeah, it's
So
inspiring.
being an independent filmmaker, you now have two in the can. What have been your biggest challenges? Like, how do you find the funding and, you know, the cast and crew? What's that process been like for you?
A whole lot of faith.
There you go.
And really, all the people who've been in the movies and involved with them, and they've all have all just kind of come into our lives and crossed our paths at the right place at the right time. And I really can't speak enough of, I guess, divine guidance and inspiration of the people who've been involved, because they've been just the right people at just the right time, doing just the right thing. And I've been amazed with all the talent that has come together in
across
all
your
these
path.
films. Yeah, it's just amazing talent, and it's really inspiring for me to watch the process of the movie, because again, like having no film background. And
Right,
just
you've never gone to college for it. You've never,
no
you know,
training in
been
film.
involved.
No,
You've never
nothing.
been an intern.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, to have no film background, and then to come into it and basically learn as we go. We've just
And try and not make the big mistakes
yeah,
that are going to be
yeah,
costly
yeah,
or
exactly.
timely.
And we've received a lot of help and a lot of guidance and a lot of experience through all the amazing people that have come together on these projects. And they really kind of the bigger overarching vision in these movies, I think, was to unite Christians of all faiths in these projects. And they have been like a really multi-denominational Christian effort.
So there is a lot of faith-based films, you know, filmed here in Utah. And so for those that are watching that have thought, you know, I've always had this idea, you know, I've had this, you know, where do you get started with writing the screenplay? I mean, as far as a format, or, you know, how long it should be, or any tips that you can give anybody that's, you know, thinking about doing their first one?
Well, there are a lot of really good books on how to do it, and I had to read a few books and start talking to people. And like I said, I started out as an essayist, a totally different genre, a totally different format, and started being inspired about making something three-dimensional. And what does that mean? Film.
A whole other world,
yeah,
right?
Film. So really, like to write the first script, I had to see an example of a script, and the only script I owned was I remembered that I bought a copy of It's a Wonderful Life screenplay, you know, at a library sale, and it was sitting on that's one of my favorite movies. It was sitting on my bookshelf. I got it out and like read it for the structure, you know, how to compose a script, and then And then, of course,
And then taking that from script to,
Yeah.
you know, putting the whole team together.
yeah, and that, you know, again, it was just looking for good people. I started sending out emails far and wide. I'm making a movie. Who wants to help? So, and the people came, and like I said they were amazing cinematography, actors, musicians. You know, like the song that you talked about on the movie.
Amazing song.
That's Three in the Same. They're a Christian band out of California, and they wrote that. I told them, I gave them the feeling of what the movie was about and what scripture it was kind of based on, and they wrote that song, and they had it in a matter of like maybe 2 weeks.
Wow,
And
that's
it was
amazing.
so inspired. You know, it was just, and it's beautiful. Like I said, it just impacts, it drives home the whole point and message of it, and with such feeling. And it was, that's the kind of talent I mean. People just come together, bring in their skills and talents and gifts to create such a work.
Right. Something that is edifying and brings hope, and it brings encouragement instead of, you know,
Yeah.
some
So,
of the other
yeah, definitely.
movies
And
that
if
are
there
out
are
there
people
these days.
who out there who are wanting to make something, you know, like who want to write something or create a film or whatever it is, it really, I want to say, yeah, it's hard, but it's not that hard.
It's possible. You guys
yeah,
are proof
yeah,
that it is
yeah.
possible, that anybody can do it if they just have the drive and motivation and determination
Yeah.
to do it. So, okay, so you've got Uphill Battle, Stand Strong will be coming out in the fall. So where do you guys go from here? What's next?
We've got another one that's kind of the inspiration's flowing for another one that we're planning on shooting in May, and it's yet untitled, but it will.
Any theme
also,
you're going to give that out?
It's this one will be about a single unwed mother and a choice of what she'll do.
The struggles that go along with
about
it.
the decisions of what she'll do about the pregnancy and the baby.
All the real life situations that so many people these days are faced with, whether it's money or morals or, you know, all of life's challenges.
Yeah.
So, wow.
And again, an inspiring topic of hope because, yeah, whatever the situation is in life, it's not permanent. You know, whatever it's difficult or
It
it's
can be
hard.
fixed.
Yeah, it can be fixed, and hold out for that fix. Like
Right.
taking a movie that takes 2 years to.
Right. All things are possible. You guys are through.
It comes through, and just hold out for it, wait for it, and
All right.
and keep having faith. So.
Wonderful. Well, Amy, Sean Kenny, thank you so much for being with us, Illuminated Productions. And so watch for Stand Strong. It should be out on DVD starting in the fall. And stay with us. We'll be right back on the Mountain Morning Show with much more.